Hi, my name is Nicole Zacola, and I'm a literacy specialist at Vantage Learning. Today we're going to continue taking a closer look at the writing carousel. The writing carousel represents how strong writing develops through intentional movement. Writers don't move through writing randomly. Instead, they cycle through thinking, planning, drafting, and revising as their ideas grow and become more refined over time. In this video, we're going to focus specifically on think and plan, the part of the carousel where writers begin to shape their ideas before they ever start drafting. Think and plan is where writing starts to take direction, and it plays a critical role in helping students write with clarity and purpose. Think and plan is where ideas begin to take shape before writing starts. Planning gives writers time to think through what they want to say, how ideas connect, and what direction the writing will take. When students are given space to plan, writing becomes more intentional and focused. Without planning, students often write as they think, which can cause ideas to feel scattered or incomplete. Planning brings focus to the writing process. When ideas are clarified over time, writers don't have to hold every decision in their working memory while drafting. Instead, they can focus on communicating their ideas clearly. This reduces cognitive load and supports stronger organization from the very beginning of the writing process. Planning is not a single strategy or a one-size-fits-all graphic organizer. Different writing tasks require different kinds of thinking, and effective planning adapts to the writing situation. Planning can look different depending on the genre, the purpose, and the needs of the writer. What matters most is that planning supports the thinking required for the task at hand. When students plan effectively, their writing reflects clearer direction and stronger development. Planning helps writers decide what belongs in their piece and how ideas should unfold. Because these decisions are made ahead of time, writing feels more purposeful rather than accidental. Strong planning sets writers up for success as they move into drafting. When planning is skipped or rushed, writing often feels disorganized or repetitive. Ideas may appear in the order they come to mind rather than in logical sequence, which makes writing harder to follow. Revision also becomes more difficult because students aren't sure what they're revising toward. These challenges are often planning issues, not motivation issues. Planning is not something students automatically know how to do. It develops through instruction and practice. When teachers model their thinking, scaffold planning processes, and gradually release responsibility, students learn how to approach writing more strategically. Over time, planning becomes a skill students can use independently. Effective planning supports independence. When students understand how to plan their thinking, they gain confidence and ownership over their writing. They're better able to transfer planning strategies across tasks, genres, and content areas. Planning helps students approach writing with intention rather than hesitation. Think and plan reminds us that strong writing begins before drafting. When students are given time and support to think through their ideas, writing becomes clearer, more organized, and more meaningful. Planning supports thinking, and strong thinking supports strong writing. Thanks so much for taking the time to explore Think and Plan as part of the Writing Carousel. Planning reminds us that strong writing doesn't begin with drafting. It begins with thinking carefully about ideas, organization, and direction. In the next video, we'll take a closer look at content and elaboration, focusing on how writers develop ideas more deeply and add meaningful detail to their writing. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to continuing this work with you.